guys, welcome to episode 1 of The Huge.
The Huge.
On Gaming Heroes. I'm Freakshow.
I'm Dulljester3.
I don't know why he had so much struggle saying his own name.
I was like trying to still swallow
he was like,
some I'm still like trying to swallow some of them last bits of monster I just had. And that
the
was
last like little dribbles.
Yeah, that was
dribbles. I don't know that I like that word.
That's an uncomfortable word a little bit. Like
I mean, aside from in basketball where you're dribbling, but like dribbles when you think of liquid.
Just dribble it down to your
God. All right, and let's bring it back around town.
All right.
Oh, dear God. Okay, so this is going great.
Destiny.
Okay, guys. So for episode 1 of The Huge, which the reason we're calling it that is because every time we get together to record gameplay, the first thing that happens is Dulljester will call me and say, "Hey man, do you want the Huge?" And obviously I say yes, and then we get drinks. It actually varies. The Huge is never the same thing.
No, because
it's supposed to be the same thing, but the monster drink that I normally drink is very uncommon.
And is disappearing for some reason.
From everywhere. It's really disappointing. Hashtag save Ubers.
Tweet it now! It'll be trending!
It'll be trending with 3 people.
People are probably like, what is an Uber monster?
If you don't know what an Uber monster is, then that's your fault. It is.
It's
the best monster.
It's very good.
It's the best.
I like it.
But let's go back to the actual reason we're doing this episode.
Yeah.
As you're going to notice for the last couple moments, in the background, the last minute and a half or so, in the background has been gameplay of Destiny. Yeah. And that's actually what we're here to talk about.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about the state of the game in a sense. Or, well, actually, mostly what we're going to be talking about is the value of the game.
Yeah.
So, Destiny, when it released, was $60. I actually got it with my PlayStation 4. Mm-hmm. And then over the course of that, I've spent a progressively larger amount of money on the game. So, Dark Below and House of Wolves were both $20 each individually. Or you could spend $30 and get the expansion pass. I threw up quotation marks.
Quotations that he just did there. Air quotations.
Because it is a bit better. I'm good at English. So, the reason I throw out those air quotation marks that you guys definitely did not see, but you could feel it. I know you could feel it. In your spirit. The reason I threw that up is because the expansion pass only gave you the first 2 expansions. There have been 2 more expensive expansions since. So I'm a little offended by that. Yeah, but honestly, I don't care.
I got all of it for free.
Except for Rise of Iron, you'll have to pay for it.
Yeah, Rise of Iron.
And we're actually doing this video as a little bit of a precursor to Rise of Iron. So all in all, I have spent probably $100, $110 on Destiny. And that brings up the question, was it worth it? Because for a lot of people, you spend less than that on a game. Call of Duty Black Ops 3, I've spent significantly less. I haven't bought any of the DLC for it because I just don't care.
I haven't bought any DLC for Black Ops 3 at all.
The only Call of Duty game in recent years I bought it for was Black Ops 2.
Same here.
I hated Modern Warfare 3.
Black Ops 2. So.
It was bomb.
But we're not talking about Modern Warfare.
Yes! Or Black Ops.
Or Black Ops.
Call of Duty. We're not talking about Call of Duty. Although Destiny is also technically owned by Activision. Yeah, pro tip. Life tip. Fun tip.
Amazing tip.
Something. As you guys can tell, we're really good at this. So here's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about if the value is worth the game, some points in favor of and against the game as a whole. And this is coming from 2 entirely different perspectives.
Very different.
I have played since the alpha of the game. I am Original's original.
He's the,
I'm OG Destiny.
Male. OG. Capital G.
Lowercase o.
Proper spelling.
Yeah, it's...
I've been playing it recently, end of last year? Yeah, right around the end of last year when I got my PS4. I got Star Wars Battlefront right there. Awesome. Darth Vader on the top. But looks beautiful, but I recently started playing. I played it and then stopped playing it for a while. Not because I didn't like it. It was just because I found it was another game I was playing. I think thinking about it now, it was actually Last of Us. I got and started playing the crap out of.
Yeah, that's a great game too.
Yeah, and then I just wanted another first-person shooter, and I think you were actually playing Destiny at the time, and I asked that, and I'm like, why not Destiny?
That is exactly how that went.
Our conversation is very, very informational.
Yep.
So I was like, okay, I guess I'll play it. So I hopped on, started playing. And everyone was really, really OP from when I first started. But it was still fun. The story mode was really enjoyable, and playing against other people was still fun, even though I was getting very, very, very killed so quickly.
That was good English.
That is very good English.
I was getting very killed so quickly.
I'm an English
What he's saying
major.
is he's bad at the Crucible.
I'm an English major.
That's definitely not the case. Neither of us are.
My laugh is gone downhill.
Wow. Okay, so what we're talking about is, from these different perspectives, is we're going to talk about how much value we found in Destiny. So I spent significantly more because I got everything at launch, as opposed to Dulljester, who spent $60 and got all the things that I spent about $90 on.
I think I actually got it on sale.
Oh, we don't need to talk about that.
Yeah, I think I actually got it on sale, so I think I got it for less. I think it was... I don't remember.
You probably got it for $40.
I probably... Yeah, I did get it, because I remember seeing it on there for that much, and I was like...
Yeah, that's right. That Christmas it was on sale.
Yeah, so I got it for that. I was happy.
So, Destiny is an interesting topic. It has one of the largest player bases of any game in the world right now as far as the gaming community goes. And it doesn't have the largest... It actually may. I don't know. But it is, by gaming standards, it is an old game at this point. It's 2 years old, which games like that usually kind of fall out of grace pretty quick. Especially in the first-person shooter world. Like, look at Call of Duty. Every year there's a new Call of Duty, and the last Call of Duty kind of gets forgotten.
Yeah.
Look at Call of Duty Ghosts. That actually came out around... Advanced Warfare. Advanced Warfare came out at almost the exact same time as Destiny. And Advanced Warfare has a player base of 12.
I am rubbing my forehead. That game.
Yeah, that game.
I didn't like any... I liked some things, but the game... the story mode, I did not like.
It felt cliche. The whole thing was a little cliche. So...
That game.
Yeah,
now they're doing Infinite Warfare.
Super. But back to the topic at hand. So, they came out at about the same time, but Advanced Warfare kind of lost its player base as soon as the next Call of Duty came out. It may have lost some of its player base before the next Call of Duty came out.
People still go back to Modern Warfare 2.
Yes, but that number is also greatly diminished. The Destiny community has done nothing but grow. By considerable numbers, actually, which is funny because a lot of people complain about Destiny all the time. This episode, we're going to create the antithesis of all those complaints.
Yeah.
Because, in actuality, I love that game, this game, Destiny. When you see me playing in the background, I play it all the time.
He plays it so much.
I've got lots of days in this game, and it's really just been a wonderful experience for me from the beginning to now. Mm. And with Rise of Iron coming out, the experience is only going to be enhanced. I'm excited, I'm ecstatic, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
So, we're going to talk about the things we love to begin, and we're going to kind of discuss the differences in our experiences with those things. Mm-hmm. And we'll go back and forth with what I love and what Dulljester loves, and then we'll discuss them.
And I'm going to say, when I say stuff, citation is needed for what I say, dear Jesus. Because I'm probably going to be like, yeah, this and this, but I'm probably not going to be correct.
Oh, I'll correct him if he's wrong.
Citation is needed for what I say.
And then after that, we're going to go back and talk about things that we think need a little bit of improvement to not only enhance the wonderful game that it is, but to enhance the player base as well. So first thing we're going to talk about that is just the best thing to me, like top of the line, is the gunplay. Not necessarily the guns themselves, but the using of them.
Yeah.
The first time you pick up a hand cannon and shoot a Fallen's head off and it explodes.
Powerful.
Yeah, I mean, you feel the punch.
Yeah.
It feels good, it feels responsive.
You're literally holding a cannon.
Yes, like, a hand cannon. So, yeah, and one of the things that's one of the things that Destiny has that not a lot of games have, and not a lot of players seem to notice as well as I think they should. Mm-hmm. I think they notice in the back of their minds, but I'm bringing it to the forefront. We both are.
Yeah.
Like again, we're going back to Call of Duty because
we'll be referencing that.
Yes, it's a good comparison because it's a big, it's a huge, well-known, well-played first-person shooter.
Yeah.
So in Call of Duty, when you grab like a revolver, which I use revolver because it's the more powerful of the pistols.
Yeah.
And you shoot an enemy in the head, you don't feel that impact.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel significant.
It doesn't even, like, when you shoot them in the head in this game, it actually looks like, you're gonna freaking blast their head off. But in, like, Call of Duty, I noticed when I was like shooting in the head, it was just like little blood splurted out the back of the head, or even if there was, sometimes there wasn't even blood.
Yeah, like, and then like in multiplayer in Destiny, there's no real indication of where you're hitting them.
Yeah.
Even the ragdoll physics aren't feeding into that.
Yeah.
The stagger's barely there. Like there's.
I just like the way when you shoot them head, they kind of like just like burst and like glitter.
Yeah, when you shoot Fallen,
that just feels awesome.
Well, like when you shoot the Fallen, there it's in. I'm throwing up quotation marks because this is the belief.
Citation needed.
Not citation. It's just it's a belief, and it comes from the Grimoire, which we'll talk more about that later.
Yeah.
When you shoot a Fallen, their soul leaves their body, but you feel like it creates a noise, and their ragdoll responds, and then you feel like I definitely shot that thing in the head.
I definitely killed you.
And you feel that power and the strength and the impact. That impact stat on these guns really does matter. Unlike in other games where you could shoot something in the head and
it's just like another thing I like when you shoot people, I understand like why it's taking so long to kill them because they have the shields and then they have their life.
Yeah, but it's all explained.
Yeah, and but in other games, like you're shooting them forever and you're like you just have nothing on.
You won't die.
Like, why aren't you dying? Like, you shoot them in the head and they're still there. Like,
yeah.
That's what I thought this game did.
Yeah, it explains why there's a certain level. And I mean, it's not flawless in some areas. I feel like shotguns are broken. They get on my nerves so bad. So bad. So versatile mode. But,
just slowly cry.
Yeah. Slowly. But it's honestly, it's one of the best things about the game to me, and I don't feel like it is acknowledged often enough. And the gunplay is just top of the line. And that's my favorite thing. And if I stole Dulljester's favorite thing as well.
Oh, no, you didn't something.
It's something, but I love it. I love the gunplay of the game. I just do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my favorite, well, I have like two favorite things, but one of my favorite things is really how good the game looks.
Yes.
I love how good the game is.
That was actually going to be my next point if you didn't bring it up.
Yeah, like...
The game is 2 years old.
Looking at the game now, like, even the shadows and stuff, it feels... Like, I played on, like, a setting to where, like, if I go into a dark place, I cannot see.
Yeah, it gets dark.
Yeah, and then, like the flashlight really helps and everything, and it's, like, feels like I'm actually going to a dark place, and if I don't have the flashlight, I really can't see in there, and it's just... It actually feels like I'm walking into... It's that immersion that, you know... It's like, I like to play games where I'm immersed into it, and this is like a shooter game that does that really well for me. It has, you know, some flaws in it as well. With every game, no game's gonna be perfect, but it's to that level to where I can play it and be like, oh my gosh, I can't put this down. To where I'm like, I want to cut on this light because something just popped up behind me and scares the crap out of me, which has happened twice yesterday. But yeah, man. But it does it so well, and the fact, like, just looking at the game is still the shading and the lighting and how you just run the mechanics of it, really, which brings me up to another point where I like is the controls of the game. It's not overly complicated.
It feels simple enough to pick up real easy, but then once you can kind of learn and master them, figure out how you play. Like, I play on tactical setting. I don't even play on the original setting.
I play on the original setting.
I play on the tactical setting because that feels right to me, and it didn't take a lot of adjustment to get used to that. It felt very smooth, very quick, and like Dullljester was saying about the graphics, this game is 2 years old, you guys.
It's still really good graphics.
Yeah, I mean, they're still some of the best. Really, I didn't think about it when I first played as much. Like, I was like, oh, this game's gorgeous. But 2 years later, still playing it, and every time I get on, I'm like, this game is still gorgeous. And it really is. I mean, it's stunning.
Yeah, like the lights and like little tunnels and stuff you'll see as you're going through like the story mode or whatever. Like lights in the tunnels, it extends to a certain distance. Actually, you like see the light path and like where the light cuts off, and it's really cool. So like I was going through the story mode and I was in a dark place and I could see where like the light cut off, and then right there like the light faded out, and I thought that was a really interesting and really cool thing that they put in, and it was just awesome for me.
Yeah, it's really,
especially when I first played it, I was like, whoa. This is awesome.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. And the replayability is extremely high. I love the Crucible. I know a whole lot of people don't enjoy the Crucible by comparison to other games. And I know other people absolutely live by it. I mean, look at Triple Wreck.
There's a lot of people.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people play it.
Yeah. I mean, seriously, look at Triple Wreck. He's made a living off of just being incredible at the Destiny Crucible. Or Mr. Fruit, who has made a living off of being funny in the Crucible and kind of doing these little challenges within the Crucible and stuff like that. These famous YouTubers, they're popular for this multiplayer. And I think the main reason is because, again, the mechanics are so good that being good at the Crucible feels good.
Yeah,
I'm using that word a lot.
Put time and people like watching it. I know I like watching it.
I mean, when you have skill in it, it's apparent, it's fun, it's cool. And then I have hundreds of screenshots of me being at the top of the leaderboard. Yeah, that was a mixture of me bragging and me talking about it. Whatever, it's fine.
Whatevs.
But the reason I have those screenshots is because when you're at the top, man, you feel good. You feel like you accomplished something, like you earned it, like Dulljester's saying. And I think that's a great part of the game.
Great thing. Even if I, when I play, I don't do well, but even I feel like I've, at least done something, because even though I get a kill, I'm like, yeah, I got a kill, and, even though I'm not doing the best, I still enjoy my time playing it. Yeah. It's just, it's different than, going back to Modern Warfare, it's different than playing Modern Warfare, it's like, it doesn't, with the guns in that game, you have to earn it, but, with Modern Warfare, it was a different level of earning it.
Well, in Modern Warfare, the thing to me was every gun felt the same. I used submachine guns the most, mostly because I liked them cosmetically, but you could use the UMP-45 or the Spaz 12 shotgun, get the same results.
Yeah, same results either way. Just with Destiny, it's I feel like more diversity a little bit with the guns.
Yes.
Really, if I run around with a sniper, it will be much more difficult than, in Modern Warfare to me running around with a sniper. Because that was way better.
You can quick scope in Destiny to some degree, but it doesn't work very well.
No, I tried doing that. I was like, I'm done with the sniper. I'm not a sniper person.
I pretty much exclusively use snipers, but that's partially because I hate shotguns with a passion only rivaled by that of the heat of the sun.
That's lovely.
It was very poetic.
It was very poetic.
I thought it would be poetic there.
Doth thou know I hate the shotguns? Thou doth now. Doth shotgun. That's a new villain. Doth shotgun.
Doth shotgun. Would it be Doc shotgun?
Doc shotgun.
Otherwise known as the universal remote. I hate that shotgun. Oh God, no. No.
It so does sound like a game board. Dark shotgun. It does.
Oh God, it does.
It sounds like a game board.
We're just gonna call it the universal remote.
Continuing. Dear God, please continue. Another mechanic I did enjoy with Destiny, even because even when you're playing against these high level people, it's not like they're impossible to kill. Yeah.
No matter where you are in the game, it is possible to.
People. I know back to Modern Warfare, I had a tough time killing high level people because they put so much time in the game. It was just basically them. You have 360 no scope, and you're far away, and you don't even see them, and dead, and you just come around the corner shoot.
Well, part of the mechanics of that is the matchmaking system. Yeah. And now I know a lot of people complain about the matchmaking system in Destiny, and there are occasionally things to complain about. Yeah. But for the most part, I think it's actually pretty decent.
One thing I would like is to be able to choose if you want to play with people around your skill level, your level.
Well, no, see, that's the thing that is how the matchmaking works. It's skill-based matchmaking. The main reason that when you're playing with me you don't see it is because I have set amount of hours and wins and stuff locked in, and it matchmakes. That's the flaw in their system. It matchmakes hosts. So, if I go in and Dulljester's the host, because of his lack of time within the game, and his KD and his time spent in the Crucible,
so wonderful.
Well, all those factors go into the matchmaking, so I'll get pulled in with people with a lot less experience in Destiny, so I will own them, and I feel good.
And I'm doing okay this time.
But if he comes with me,
I'm in last.
Then he's match made with people who have been playing, and it's not a genuine skill thing.
It's not.
It's a math system. So there are people who have less time in the game that are really, really good, and you'll run into them often. But as a general rule, the less time spent, the less skill you have. Just as a rule, practice makes perfect.
I know when I played with you and Red Hearts, when I played with y'all, it was like just me getting pwned every time I walked out of a corner.
And then we're still at the top of the leaderboard.
Yeah, and y'all were at the top of the leaderboard. I'm sitting there walking out, getting pwned every time I turn around, and I'm like 17 and no kills, like 17 deaths. But I was still having fun because I was killing people after the 17 deaths. But I was like killing people, and it was still enjoyable.
Yeah, I mean the game just feels good.
I mean, it was frustrating to a point to where I had such a bad KD.
Yeah, but well, my first couple months in Destiny, my KD was awful. But like I said, I've been playing since the alpha. I've been playing for years.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of experience on how guns work and how it blah, 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 all that stuff. Yeah. I have practice. Another thing I love in Destiny, and Dulljester will totally agree with this, is the ability... Shut up. It's the ability to seamlessly and enjoyably go between the Crucible and then stuff like Patrol or Strikes.
Yeah.
You can go from shooting other Guardians, other players who challenge your skill, to enjoyably going in and mowing down just armies of minions of the Darkness, the Fallen, the Hive, the Cabal, the Taken. I will say my favorite alien race in the game is the Elixini, which is the Fallen. Yes, I just dropped some serious nerd on you guys.
I like the Taken.
The Taken are neat in their story.
I just like how they look.
Yeah, they do look. They look pretty bomb. And that actually brings me to a point that I wish they would solve to some degree, and that is the Grimoire cards. And Dulljester here doesn't even know what those are.
No, I see it pop up all the time, but I'm like, I don't know what that is.
So, for those who don't know, and you could be a player of the game or not, because this is how poorly integrated it is.
I'm a player of the game and I don't know.
Yeah, Grimoire cards are the lore of the game that in order to read these cards, you have to actually go on Bungie.net, which is a flaw in the story-based system to me.
Yeah, I'm never gonna look them up.
Yeah, exactly. I have read a lot of them, but that's because my level of dedication is very, very high.
Yeah. And
there are people like My Name is Bife on YouTube, which, by the way, if you watch this video, you have the best voice ever.
You have the sexiest voice he's ever
I wouldn't
heard.
call it sexy. I would literally say that, like, you can put him on in the background, and it's like listening to smooth jazz. I mean, his voice is smooth jazz. He does lore videos. He has the best voice ever. But he does lore videos.
I think I have the best voice ever.
So. You have, like, top 12?
Alright. Top 12.
That's a new number.
You third it tier. Oh my god. You third it tier, guys. I'm sorry if you have that, if you talk like that, but you talk awesome. I like when people talk like that, I really like it. Like, I met a girl that talked like that, I was like,
oh dear God.
Like, her immediate, 5, it jumped up to an 8. And I was like, oh.
Oh my god. Alright, you guys heard it here. Dulljester likes a lisp.
Yeah. I'm not gonna, yes, I do. I'm not gonna deny it. It's
oh my god.
Alright. Certain words.
Call us, GH Hotline?
Yes. Sounds like those midnight hotlines.
So, do you like talking to nerdy white guys or nerdy black guys?
If you have a list.
If you have a list.
Please call today.
Call us
today. Call today. We will immediately pick up your call.
But, okay, so, long story short, we love Destiny.
Give me a moment.
He can't get over it.
I'm just imagining that in my head.
Yeah. Long story short, we absolutely love Destiny. We think it's a great game. We think it's an enjoyable game. Mechanically, it's fantastic. I think they could expand upon the story. They could integrate the Grimoire into the game rather than on their website.
Yeah, if they integrated that game, that would have made it. Like, I like games that introduce the lore in the game. Even if it's like little cards and like a little menu that you can look at.
Yeah.
Rather than having to go to an entire, out of the game and then onto the website. I just find that tedious.
I think it's awesome. And if they integrated the cards in the game, people like Bife could still have their fan base and stuff, because they could do what people don't want to do. There's a lot of people that won't want to read it, but for the people that will want to read it, if it's in the game, it's a lot more accessible. I
found it interesting that when I did play the game, it gave me the option to go immediately up to like level 25.
Well, that was after Taken
That was after,
King.
but I still thought that was interesting that they put that in there for people that just joined.
Yeah.
And want to go ahead and like get up that high level so they can immediately like
they can start doing stuff.
Yeah.
It's a little easier for them.
Easier for like people who struggle.
What's cool is it only gives you it once, so it allows you to get a little boost ahead and kind of get the mechanics down before you have to really struggle through it.
Yeah, like for people who struggle, like it helped me out a lot because I was struggling with missions that I jumped up. Then I learned out how to actually, become a boss at the store mode and everything.
Yeah,
a boss. So now even though like the enemies are still like about the same level and everything, where at first I was struggling with it a little bit, dying like once or twice a mission. I'm not dying at all. Even though my health gets low, I know like, okay, this is how much I can take, this is how much I can kill this person, and then I can run away and hide here.
Yeah.
It gave me that, overall feel for the game.
Yeah, it gives you an ability to really learn
to learn instead of struggling and to learn it and then
while actually
level
because all us year 1 players had to actually do all that at the same time.
I'm not a year 1 player.
Yeah.
I'm a
year 1 for the win. But yeah, okay, guys. That's it for this episode. We said what we wanted to say. We gave an introduction and we pointed out things we love and why we think people do love the game. So comment below about some things that you guys love. We might do another video on some things we don't love as much.
Yeah.
Or I'll do it if...
Freakshow will be mainly doing most of
this. Most of this series will be me talking about things, but Dulljester's definitely going to be in it. I mean, this is our channel. But yeah, comment below. Let us know things you love. And if you guys like the video, give us a subscribe, a like.
Hit that like button.
Yeah, share the video. It goes a long way for us to kind of get our name out there.
Yeah. It's a motivation that, even if the views are motivation, just lets me know, hey, people actually watch.
Yeah, it helps us know that you guys really enjoy this and you guys care about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for joining us at Gaming.
Thank you guys for listening and putting up with us.
And we'll see you next time. I'm Freakshow.
And I'm Dulljester3. Third's important.
The third's not that important. All right. Y'all have a wonderful time. We love you, and we'll see you later.
Bye.
Doom, 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 doom,
goodbye.
Doom, 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 doom.
Till next time.
Doom, doom, doom,
goodbye.
doom, doom, doom. Goodbye.